Hello, I'm Bob Campbell, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to Chris Scott, who's the winemaker for Church Road Wines in Hawke's Bay. Church Road have the distinction of being ranked 5th in the Real Review Top Wineries list for 2023. That's quite an achievement. So well done, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Scott. I'm the Chief Winemaker for Church Road Winery. Just here today to talk a little bit about the Single Vineyard Syrah 2020. It's from a relatively new range in the Church Road stable. It sits between our Grown Reserve and Tom wines, and it's a range of wines that's specifically there to really showcase the terroir of some of our very best vineyards from Hawke's Bay. This particular wine is Syrah from our Redstone Vineyard. Redstone is in an area called the Bridgepar Triangle Wine Growing District. It's an area of very free draining gravel soils that was laid down by the Ngārororo River about 10,000 years ago. It's had a shallow layer of wind-blown loess and volcanic ash deposited on top of those gravels. And that volcanic ash in particular is quite important to the soil. It is where the iron content of that soil comes from, and it gives the gravels that distinctive red staining, hence the name Redstone, and hence the soils also being known locally as the red metals. So it's quite a distinctive soil type within Hawke's Bay. It's an area that is very similar in heat accumulation to the Gimlet Gravels, which is just north of the Bridgepar Triangle, and this vineyard is actually our earliest ripening vineyard, so it ripens earlier in most years than the Gimlet Gravels. So really well suited to the production of Syrahs, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, those sort of fuller bodied red wines. Now you might think that the wines should be quite similar to Gimlet Gravels based on that description, but particularly I think because of that iron content in the soil, which the Gimlet Gravels doesn't have so much of, we really see quite a distinct difference in the wines from Redstone Vineyard and the Bridgepar Triangle. They're always a lot more aromatic. They have this sort of amalgam of red and black fruits. They're always very floral. There's always lots of spice. And the wines have a real textural quality, so they don't have this solid sort of grunty tannin that a Gimlet Gravels wines have, but they have a silkiness and a very plush, full sort of mid-palate to them. So we really like the area, and it's where most of our top Syrah actually comes from. Cheers to being a top winery of New Zealand 2023.